That's Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. Boy, Money Brown, he get a lot of money, so I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there? Fight Word. It's your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on the two big dogs at the super middleweight division. We got Canelo Alvarez, the hottest fighter on the planet, the 4-division world champion, the unified super middleweight world champion, looking to be the first undisputed super middleweight world champion when take on Caden Plant, the IBF super middleweight world champion, November the 6th, right around the corner. And Canelo want to let Caden Plant know, all them little tactics you're trying to do is not going to fuck with me. You understand? What I'm going to do to you is going to be special. I'm mentally strong, and I'm going to break you down, and I'm going to knock you out. I want y'all to listen to what Canelo had to say, and I'll be back with a great assessment, family.
November 6th. Has that made you more willing to want to deliver the knockout punch?
No, of course. Like I say, I'm gonna win by knockout, and my mind is so strong. I'm gonna use it in my favor.
Exactly what Canelo said is the same thing that Money Brown has been telling y'all. Canelo is so mentally strong, bro. So mentally strong that nothing is going to get to him. He's going to use it to his favor. He understands what Caden Plant and them trying to do. They trying to make him go crazy, and not go crazy like mentally, but get into the ring and just go nuts and go crazy trying to knock him out and thinking Canelo going to gas himself. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Canelo's going to be smart. He understands what he possesses. He understands what he has to do on Caden Plant end, right? Caden Plant trying to taunt Canelo Alvarez. I mean, he's trying to, bait Canelo in and make Canelo, do what he wanted him to do. So what he's saying is, oh, well, Canelo said he's going to break my jaw. Oh, Canelo saying he's going to knock me out. So in order for Canelo to do those things, he want Canelo to come forward and just go crazy, trying to do those things, and then he using his boxing skills, making Canelo miss and trying to make him pay. But that's not going to be the case, Caleb. It's not going to be the case. Like Canelo say, man, you are a good boxer. You got a good jab. You got good foot movement. Got to get credit where credit is due. Can't take that away from Caden Plant. He is a world champion. He deserves to be respected as a world champion. I respect him as a world champion. You understand? I give him his just doing his credit for what he's earned inside that square circle. That way Canelo gets all his credit when he knock his ass out. But nonetheless, I give Caleb Plant all his credit inside the square circle. He beat a world champion to become the world champion. And you got to respect that. But what Canelo is saying is, he has my belt. He has the title that I need to make me undisputed. You understand me? To finish my piece to the puzzle. Not him finishing the pieces to his puzzle. I need a piece to my puzzle. He need pieces. You understand? He need 3 of these things. I have 3. I need a piece. So it's a big time, man. I mean, a big time difference, bro. It's a big time difference for what's going on inside that square circle, November the 6th. Nonetheless, we have a fight. We do have a fight. You understand? And Canelo is coming to fight. And he's going to deliver that knockout blow. Canelo's saying in 8. I mean, he's saying in 8. So we'll see if Canelo go out there and do what he got to do to get that boy out of there in 8 rounds. But he mean business. He working his ass off, and he mean business. He just had his press workout today, right? Put in some good ass work. Showed the rib cracking shots that he really want to hit Caden Plant with, and Caden Plant's gonna have to stand up to that, right? Now, Caden Plant believes in himself, as he should. He believes in himself. He feel like he got the tools to go out there and negate what Canelo go do. He feel like he's the better fighter. He feel like he's the more slicker fighter, the faster fighter, the smarter fighter, right? I don't knock the man on none of that. I don't knock him. You know what I mean? In this boxing game, to be the best, you got to believe you're the best. You got to want to fight the best to do those type of things, right? So when he goes out there and he's feeling that he's the best, and when he see that he's not the best, and, Canelo takes over, and, Canelo puts him in his place and show him, I just want Caden Plant, you, Mr. Plant, to give credit where credit is due. Give credit where credit is due. If Canelo go out there and knock your ass out, become the undisputed champion, if you don't wake up before you get to the hospital, when you wake up in the hospital, give credit where credit is due. I mean, say Canelo is the baddest motherfucker on the planet, the baddest motherfucker you ever been into the ring with, and he deserved what he got. He deserved it from the hard work and the dedication he putting in. Because when we look at Canelo workout, when we seen that hard work he's putting in the gym that they just showed on Showtime, you can understand why he is what he is and why he's at where he's at. Because the man work hard, bro. He work hard. And like you said, the number one thing to him and Eddie Reynoso success is discipline. I'm going to repeat that. Canelo Alvarez said the number one reason why him and Eddie work so well and why they're having the success that they have is because of discipline. Discipline. You understand what I'm saying? And that's all I tell y'all cats all the time, bro. Canelo is very disciplined, bro. He's very disciplined in the ring and outside the ring. He don't get overweight. He don't overtrain. He don't get caught in no scandals or shit like that. He's a good ambassador for the sport, whether people want to admit it or not. Whether they want to admit it or not. They can try to use his one mishap that was a misunderstanding, in my opinion, right? That they cleared his name on, and they try to use that shit to try to degrade this man. But when you look at Canelo Alvarez inside and outside the ring, he carry himself like a true gentleman, right? Like a true gentleman. He don't start no shit. He represent the sport in the right way. And I think it's to be commended and respected, bro. Commended and respected. But people don't want to give him his just doing his praise for whatever reason. For whatever reason, they don't want to give him his just doing his praise. We can say it's hatred. We can say because people don't like him. We can say because he beat their favorite fighters. Or we can say because people think that he's going to overcome their favorite fighters. But nonetheless, when you're a man and you standing on your own 2 feet and you calling yourself a boxing fan out here in these boxing streets, and you see somebody like Canelo Alvarez who's putting in the hard work, who is fighting the top competition, even though people don't want to admit it, somewhere down the line you have to give respect where respect is due, bro. And if you can't do that, then you shouldn't be calling yourself a boxing fan. You shouldn't be calling yourself a boxing fan. You just a motherfucker that like boxers. You understand what I'm saying? So, when Canelo says that he's so mentally tough and mentally strong, he defeats all the odds, bro. All the shit that they trying to throw at him, all the hatred, all the allegation and excuses. You know what I mean? He defeats all that shit and stay in his zone, stay doing what he got to do, and only control what he can control. You understand what I'm saying? Only control what he can control. And that's you putting in the hard work, that's you getting ready for the big fights, and that's you going out there and delivering and being victorious with your hand raised. And everything got to take care of itself. I tell y'all all the time, bro. Winning heals everything. Winning heals everything. Period. It don't matter how much some motherfucker try to doubt you down, you say you this, say you that. If you continue to win in an impressive fashion, eventually they will break. Eventually they will give you your just due. And eventually they will see and succumb to see that you are great. And Canelo Alvarez is great. And when Canelo become undisputed and do something that no other fighter has done at the 168-pound division, including the great Andre Ward, you know, he deserves his fucking credit from even the worst of the worst motherfuckers who talk shit about him. You feel me? So, when I'm looking at this fight, I'm looking at Canelo the way he's preparing. Like I tell y'all how mentally tough he is, I have no doubt in my mind that he will have his hand raised that night. I have no doubt in my mind that Canelo Alvarez will be crowned the new, undisputed, super middleweight world champion, bro. I have no doubts. No doubts at all. Whether if it's by knockout, like I predict in the 9th or the 10th, or like Canelo predict in the 8th, or some of y'all predict a little earlier, or if it's just by decision on the course from him beating Caleb Plant ass and Caleb Plant, you know, being tough enough to take an ass whooping and surviving. You understand what I'm saying? The win is the win at the end of the day. You got to find a way to win. Canelo will find a way to win. You know, the knockout is just the icing on the cake. That's just the icing on the cake. But overall, Canelo is the better fighter, man. He's the better fighter. And on November the 6th, he will prove it. You know what I mean? He will prove it on November the 6th. Caleb Plant has to get into that ring. And as much as he tried to tell Canelo Alvarez to back up what he says, Caleb Plant, you have to back up what you say as well. Because out of your mouth, you said that this fight is going to be more easy than people think. You said that you want to knock him out. You understand me? And you said that you're going to teach Canelo Alvarez a lesson. So we will be watching to see what type of style of fight you fight. I'm looking forward to your game plan. I'm looking forward to see how aggressive you're going to be. And I'm looking forward to see if you try to step forward and knock Canelo Alvarez out like you say you are. Because I know Canelo coming forward to try to knock you out. But I want to see if you stand your ground and try to come forward and knock Canelo Alvarez out. And if you do, and if you get knocked out in the process, I'm going to have respect for you. Because at least you try to do what you said you try to do. Well, at least you try to do what you said you was going to do. You know what I mean? What you was going to do. So at the end of the day, man, it's going to be one hell of a fight. I got Canelo, 9th round knockout, 10th round knockout, somewhere around there. I got Canelo being victorious. I got him doing what he said he was going to do. And after that, I'm going to look to see who all give him his credit and his just due. I really am. It's a lot of y'all cats out there that's talking shit about him. A lot of y'all cats, spreading lies, to try to bring this man down, to discredit him. But November the 6th, November the 7th, we will call y'all out if y'all don't get credit. I say we will call y'all out if y'all don't get credit. Period, bro. And it's going to be what it's going to be. You understand? It's going to be what the fuck it's going to be. Shouts out to Canelo. Y'all heard what he said. King has spoken. I'm more mentally tougher. I'm more mentally stronger. And I know what I'm capable of. And I know what I'm going to do inside that square circle. Experience will play a part. I repeat, experience will play a part in this fight. And Caleb Plant will see that he got his ass in there with a real dog and a bad motherfucker in Canelo Alvarez. Good luck to Caleb Plant because he's going to need it. Shouts out to Canelo. Go out there, do your thing, King. Like I always say, seize that fucking title and own the moment. Until then, this your boy Monty. It's the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHunther52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the videos. And yeah, I know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.